The story of the Secret Swords begins on Wuhea's Day of Souls and Unity, 466 UN, during a peaceful evening in Sharoner. I'll show you all where that's at. This jungle nation is ruled by the Jayeth Council, a ruling body made up of the eldest representatives from 14 unique druidic circles. These archdruids primarily concern themselves with the proliferation of Yadahala trees, the 1,000-foot-tall boreal wonders that are the backbone of every Sharin settlement. Rarely do the members of the Jayeth Council pay much concern to the events of the outside world. For centuries, outsiders have known to stay away from the jungle, and those that don't are quickly taught a hard lesson. Yet for the first time in over 100 years, an assembly has been called of all 14 archdruids. Many Sharin wonder at the purpose of such a rare event. Could it be due to the mythical God Hunter, a terrifying purveyor of dark magic bringing death and chaos to the locations where the gods themselves walk? Does the Jayeth Council fear that the four elemental gods, beloved by the people of Sharoner, are in danger? Or is the assembly focused on the ever-growing war between the Astarian Sanctuary and the Timocracy of Shenard, now that the mighty nation of Ushal has joined the conflict and Spadem threatens to retaliate? Will Sharoner take a stand for one side or the other, ending its historic neutrality? Or is there some darker evil, known only to the Jayeth Council, which would strike such fear in the populace that they can only trust the leadership of Sharoner to confront it? Whatever may be the reason, people across Eochora can only guess at what historic events may unfold in the days to come. There are still many preparations to make before the various members of the Jayeth Council arrives in Yudhamanu. This city in eastern Sharoner, like many other Sharoner settlements, is built around a large tree, and both the inside and outside of the tree are where the people construct their homes and dwellings. Before the council arrives, lodging must be arranged, extravagant meals prepared, and musicians and artists gathered from the many villages in the jungle. Unlike most other Sharin settlements, all people, not just the treeborn, are welcomed under the foliage of this tree. Yudhamanu is led by Trasoka, an archdruid of the Circle of Dreams. Under her guidance, Yudhamanu has opened its arms as a place of safety and comfort for all who desire it. Former slaves of the Dragon Kings of Runthul, Shanari Poyeztakane who have forsaken their faith and homeland, and even denizens from the plains beyond have come to call Yudhamanu home. In fact, 5 very interesting individuals now find themselves at the Ruthless Grasshopper, one of the most well-known inns of Yudhamanu. Wait. There we go. Even this late at night, after all the other patrons have returned to their rooms or homes, the chirping of the many grasshoppers throughout this open-air establishment provide a comforting white noise. The many plants that grow around you produce sweet and pleasant aromas. The uncut wood that makes up the tables and chairs is rough at first, but a few hours into your stay and your bones grow well accustomed to the natural curves and knots. Tonight's delectable dish is a toasted sourdough bread with blue cheese fondue. In this place of cheerful conversation, excellent cuisine, and bubbling beverages, one finds it terribly easy to forget the troubles of the outside world. Here, among friends who might have been strangers but an hour ago, you find a brief and precious moment of true joy. In fact, each of you comes from far across Eochora, and your tales, though varied, are equally incredible. Just as impressive as these stories are the weapons you wield, the armor you bear, and the scars, both internal and external, that serve as permanent reminders of your past lives. Why don't you go ahead and describe each of your characters, their physical appearance, their apparent mannerisms, and the way they act around potential new friends, and what sort of first impression they might give to those around them. Liam, if you'd like to go first.
You're muted, Liam.
Starting off
On
strong.
Discord. You're muted on Discord.
Still muted.
Nope. Still muted.
There you
There
go.
we go. Perfect. Okay, first try.
Go.
So I am a fairly large, greenish blue dragonborn creature with bright blue eyes. You'll notice a sword and shield strapped to my back. I would just be taking in the surrounding area with joy and just acting quite quaint and pleased with everything that is going around me.
What's your character's name?
Core. My character's name is Core.
Excellent. Um, one sec. All right, Joe, if you'd like to go next.
Sure. My name is Love Castiv. I am a human. We share something in common, Dragonborn. You and I both have bright blue eyes. My skin is palish in comparison, however. My hair is stark white, but you see just a few streaks of blue in the front. I am dressed rather elegantly, and it's definitely as though I come from some wealth. I carry myself in such a way as well, and being in my presence, I definitely am social and try to. I put on a comforting presence. So. Oh yeah, there's an owl. Actually, I probably no. There's no owl. Actually, there's one in the picture, but there's not one with me. So.
All right, Chris.
So my character's name is Eochora, Alta Dotish. Yeah, good luck with that, boys. She is a objectively very imposing figure, a large, what appears to be half goat, half person. Stands about 7 feet 3 inches tall, so very tall, very goat-like. Dressed in what appears to be simple chainmail armor, with a sword at her side and a shield on her back. With silver, whitish silverish fur covering her body. Seems to be a theme here. Also, with electric blue eyes. And overall, first impressions, objectively, like I said, very imposing. Seems to be very strong personality type as well, but gives off an air of, if you are agreeable to it, trustworthiness, leadership.
Excellent. Taylor.
My character's name is Sorkoven. He is a purple-skinned tiefling, but unlike all the others, he has red eyes. He's probably dressed rather elegantly, but light. He doesn't travel with a lot, but he does have his small harp with him, and he's probably going around table to table, introducing himself, gossiping, hearing what the other tavern goers are talking about. He'd probably want to at least introduce himself to everyone, and honestly is probably a little bit cocky, even drinking too much and having a little bit too good of a time. But he comes off as a genuine guy. He's very approachable, and he's eager to see what's going on.
And Kevin?
My character's name is Lilavati. She's a pink-skinned tiefling with long green hair going down to her legs. In place of her horns, they're decorated with wood as like tree branches. She has golden amber eyes, a little on the short side, quite young for a tiefling. Right now she's going back and forth from tables, trying to serve the other customers. She's very polite, very cordial with all the guests at the Ruthless Grasshopper, but you can kind of tell that she is being distant.
All right. So, yeah, at this point, it's pretty late at night. You've been kind of hanging out and chatting for a few hours now, and really, everyone else has either gone to their rooms or headed out for the evening. So it's just the five of y'all there as yeah. So the
Sarkovan, did you enjoy tonight's meal? And I see you have friends with you as well.
Of course, I always enjoy your cooking. And yes, I have a great many number of friends, but some of these are rather new. Have you had a chance to meet them yourself?
I'm afraid not. I've just gotten a chance to breathe since it seems like things are finally dying down for the night.
Well, who should I talk about first? Oh, I'd be remiss if I didn't speak of my good, long old, and trustworthy friend. Love, he needs no introductions. He's a man who's quite interesting. But I won't say anything about him. He'll have to speak for himself.
I'm not that old, dear friend, but we do, of course, go way back. The food was excellent. You have to give my compliments to the chef, and I know to you. Oh my! Full of surprises.
I appreciate the compliment.
So, you two know each other?
Sarkovan here has been a regular for a few months.
I can't stay away from this place.
That may be me as well. I'll just arrived back here in town, but I may visit here quite frequently. We'll see.
And of course, my other good friend, Eochora, who I only just met a few days ago. Quite the large one, isn't she? And scary, too. Just kidding. She's very fun to be around. Eochora, what is it you're here to do, anyway?
You don't have to, kid. I take it as a compliment. Thank you so much, friend. And I am impressed with your pronunciation. Do not laugh at me. Cor, I see you over there. This is how I speak. I am here just to, shall I say, spread the news of my good god, Havoc, the god of leadership of my people, the Vargoth, far away in a distant land. But I have been tasked with bringing his word to foreign lands, and here I am. Very difficult task, but I am enjoying myself. I've made many friends. I appreciate your hospitality, and as was said, the food was excellent. Thank you.
And then, of course, last but certainly not least, there's Cor. I think he's traveled far to be here, and been through quite a lot, but I think I can speak for everyone when I say it's nice to see him finally relaxing and enjoying himself. seeing what the realm of Eochora has to offer. Isn't that right, Core?
Oh, absolutely. And may I say, the food was most delicious. What was it you called it again?
Was some roast toast with blue cheese fondue.
Fondue. Yes, I do say. Quite delectable. First time I've had it, and it was cooked with perfection. I too am here on a worthy quest to spread the good word. So in that respect, me and Eochora, why, we fit together like two pieces to a puzzle.
I'm going to assume you mean two adjoining pieces, my friend.
Oh, yes, of course.
Suddenly, a figure steps into the torchlight of the entryway. Curious to who might arrive at this late hour, you witness a burly half-orc dressed in leathers with a mostly shaved head stumble towards you. One sec. He is sweating heavily, his breath coming in labored gasps as he says, "Where's Thorim? I need to speak to Thorim!" Before he can say a word, a voice shouts from the kitchen. "Jikno, is that you? Hold on, I'm coming."
What was that name?
Jiknu is the orc. Thorim is the person he's looking for. The kitchen door behind the bar creaks open. And the Grasshopper's proprietor steps out. A dark-skinned man with a bald head and a graying goatee, Thorim looks outward with eyes that have seen many years. His vest and shirt cover strong muscles from days of hard work and a storied past. Yet beneath this threatening exterior is a friendly host who clearly enjoys providing such a welcoming atmosphere. Jiknu catches his breath and finally speaks. "I'm sorry, Thorim, but I'm not going back there. Something's happened to that orchard. I barely got within sight of the main building, but as soon as the screaming started, I turned and ran. Look, I know you need your red Yachini for the main course of the council's feast, but you'll just need to find someone else to fetch it for you. If Tanu is even still alive." Jiknu collapses into a chair at a table near yours and puts his face into his hands.
Oh my.
Thorim remains silent, his face hiding any emotion. He turns back towards the bar and begins filling 2 mugs with ale. He walks over and calmly sits at the table with Jiknu, placing 1 mug down for each of them. As Thorim's... sorry. I lost my train of thought. As Thorim sips his ale, Jiknu slowly looks up towards him. You can clearly see the sorrow in Jiknu's eyes. Thorim begins to slowly speak. "Jiknu, it's alright. I'll figure something out. Archdruid Trishoka has provided plenty of coin for preparing this feast, so I'll be able to hire a few hardy folk to find out what happened with Tanu. I've got an apple pie sitting on the oven in the back. Take it home to your family, let them know you're safe, and take it easy for the next day or two." Jiknu's expression turns to a smile, his tusks peeking out of the corner of his mouth. "Burris, bless you, Thorim. If everyone in Eochora were half as kind as you, I'd worry a lot less about what kind of world my little girl is growing up in." As Jiknu leaves the grasshopper, Thorim leans over his drink and lets out a sigh as he rubs his eyes with both of his hands. Then he turns to your table. "Lilavati, I know I promised you the day off tomorrow, but without the red Yachini, the whole ensemble will be utterly tasteless. More importantly, I'm worried about Tanu and his family. I know you have experience traveling through the jungle, and you need to leave early tomorrow morning to get back in time to finish our preparations for the feast. Trekking through the night would be suicide. Although, with what Jiknu said, I have no idea what you should expect at the orchard." He looks towards the rest of you. "I've overheard a few of the stories you lot have told about your travels. Would you go to the orchard with Lily to find out what happened to Tanu? I can promise 50 gold each and a place at the feast for your troubles.
I thought you'd never ask. My accent changes sometimes. Ignore that.
I was about to offer my assistance for free. You're quite generous, thank you.
Well, with everything that's riding on this, it's important that the Eochini gets here in time.
Kind of slosh my wine around, and I've got a moment. I down the whole rest of it. Place it gently on the table. Stand up.
It seems this is very important to you. I'd be happy to help.
Well, consider me fortunate. Lily, you should know the way to the orchard. If there's anything else I can do to help you out, say the word, but otherwise, I have a lot to prepare. And he stands up from the table.
Lily just bows to the table. Thank you for your help, my friends.
Of course. Anything for a friend in need.
Indeed, it's an honor to serve.
Should we notify the guards of the situation at the orchard, or?
I can let them know tomorrow, but likely they're busy with preparations for the feast. They might be able to send word to some of their scouts throughout, as they have agents throughout the jungle, but you have a better chance of getting there before any of the vine crawlers.
It's better not to bother them anyway. That would take much too long.
You speak the truth. Yeah, so Thorum heads back into the kitchen area. What do you do?
I'm also going to go back there and get all my equipment.
All right, you do so.
I ask the pretty.
It's in the hall on the left. It's the first door on the right after that.
I'll be but a moment. I go there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need a moment to go back to my room. There's some things I left there, so I would hurry back there, gather up the things I needed, and I would come back.
A moment later, I come out. You don't necessarily recognize me, though. I'm wearing different clothes and have a hood up and kind of a face cloth over the mouth, and completely different set of clothes. Makes me wonder where they came from and what I did with the other ones, but yeah.
Would I know that it was you, or even I would be confused?
You would have known, because when I first revealed myself to you, I had been wearing those, and then I was wearing the clothes that you all saw me in a moment later. So you would know, yeah.
So whenever I came back, I would have seen you, and I would have came up to you, and I would have said, "Is this just how you travel now, in this disguise?"
I don't want to keep a low profile. I'm a bit more recognizable nowadays, my friend.
I didn't realize your situation was as grave as you're describing. I'll be sure to... Oh, it's not then. Okay, well, I'll be sure not to blow your cover.
Appreciate that. Thank you. I wouldn't worry about it. Place a hand on his shoulder.
And that eases my mind. And then I stand and I wait for everybody to be ready.
So he did say that going through the jungle at night would be suicide, and he recommended you leave in the morning. So if y'all want to do that, you can. If you want
He
to
did. Okay.
try leaving now,
Yeah.
you can. But it's up to you.
We going for that world record for finishing the campaign?
Speedrun D&D. Yeah, no, there's a lot of info dump. So, but
We don't know about the fate of Tanu.
it's up to you. Jiknu said that he heard screams from the orchard.
Well, I was asking. So then I would say, are we really not going to make the journey tonight? What happens? What if something bad happens to Tanu?
Of course you are, my friend.
Sarkovan, trust me, it wouldn't be wise.
I understand.
And I hold my left arm.
So should we just agree to meet back here at a certain time in the morning?
That would be for the best.
Very well. Love, are you doing anything to prepare, or are you heading to your room?
Kind of put the hood down and look a little embarrassed. I don't have any lodgings quite yet. Was hoping perhaps you would know of a place. I couldn't possibly stay with you. You know, that would be rude of me to request such a thing. But any taverns or inns?
Well, you're more than welcome to stay with me if you want. However, there may be another room open at the inn here attached to the Ruthless Grasshopper.
Oh, there's an inn here. I'll go right you. La Vita. Is that what that? Terrible name.
Little Vati. You're close.
They're calling you Lily?
Thorum did.
Okay,
That's the only one so far.
Lilavati. I look at you.
I can go check, and I'll go over to the bookkeeping, see if there's any open space.
Thorum, so you would go up to Thorum to ask, and he says,
yeah.
Well, we're pretty booked up for the feast. Otherwise, I wouldn't charge your friends, obviously, because of their willingness to help out with this. And he says, then he goes and double checks the book and says, actually, there's one fellow who was supposed to show up late tonight that I haven't heard from. Might have had some trouble on the road, but I suppose your friend could take his room if he's not going to show up for the night.
All right, I'll let him know.
He nods to you and goes back to just organizing supplies. And you can see that the kitchen is kind of a mess because there's just stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
Even though normally it's pretty well kept, but he is under a lot of pressure at the moment.
It seems we only have one room available right now, and you're free to use it, but I'm not sure if the rest of you are also planning the night. May have to double up if you want to stay here.
Any one of you is welcome to stay at my room.
Chris, did you get my
don't
DM?
mind sharing.
Sorry.
I would not mind doubling up. I don't even need a bed.
And as for me, I've been staying here already for a few days now. But I appreciate your offer.
Excellent. Well, Core, welcome to stay with either Coven or myself. It's up to you. But
I think I'm going to stick with Sir Coven, with all due respect. I have just met him earlier, and he seems like quite a good fellow. No, not to say that you're not a good fellow, it's just... I mean, I'm just more familiar with him. It doesn't mean anything beyond that.
very well. No offense taken.
What time should we all be here in the morning?
I'd say right after dawn. Be a good time to move out.
Very well. I'll be here with Core.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so everybody heads up to their respective rooms. And although you're nervous about what the next day might follow, you manage to get some rest. As the morning sun comes, you make your final preparations for the journey ahead. And Lily, you would know it's about a 4 or so hours of walking. So easy enough to get there and back in a day, but who knows what the future might hold. So as morning comes, what would you like to do?
I just would like to say that I would have tried to offer my bed to Core. I would have tried to tell him that, you know, I've had many opportunities to sleep on a bed before, and it would make more sense for him to have one than me. So depending on where I woke up, if Core took my offer or not, would probably just depend on like how well I slept. But other than that, I would just gather my stuff and head out.
All right.
I would have gotten up extra early to prepare like a breakfast before he left.
I would have respectfully declined the offer, insisting that he keep the bed, and that he was the one offering me the room, so it was his room, so he should be the one to stay in the bed.
I wouldn't have pressed the issue, and I would have slept like a baby.
You do so.
Turkara would, as customary, have slept on the floor anyway. Because where she was raised, that's kind of the MO. And just at waking up, a short little prayer to Havoc, her god. Thank you, Havoc, for this opportunity to go on such a great adventure. And then with that, she would have just gathered her stuff and eagerly been waiting for the others.
Yeah, so at this point you've all assembled in the common area. There's a few other people up and moving around, but not too many, as you did prepare for an early day. So y'all want to head out?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're to get on your journey. You make your way out of Utamanu. The restless grasshopper is in the upper branches of the tree, but there's plenty of walkways, easily traversable, that carry you lower into the city, and down to the where the roots connect to the ground. As you exit Utamanu, you enter the jungles of Sharoner. The vines crisscross above you as the canopy is hundreds of feet above. Pinpricks of light break through the leaves to keep the area lit but dimly. The terrain is rough, but many of you are used to traveling through this space or are used to even rougher terrain, and so you make good progress. You follow sort of a trail. It wouldn't be safe to call it a road through the jungle. And it meanders, follows the stream for a bit, and eventually, after a few hours, you see a wooden gate connected to a stone wall just on the other side of a bridge that crosses a small stream. Lau, do you have your owl with you at this point?
I would.
Okay. Um,
Would have probably joined us when we got to the base of the tree.
yeah. So just past the low stone wall, you see dozens of large trees grown in rows. And I'll go ahead and show y'all what that looks like. Wait. Why is that not working? Hold on. Oh, there it goes. I guess it was just loading. Can y'all see that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, so this is what you see before you. This space down here is a large building. Doesn't seem to be any windows on that side. And there's seem to be a few other buildings further past that one. Yeah, feel free to move around this map as you explore. But if you see something new, give me a moment to describe it.
What kind of building is this? Is it made of wood?
So it's a small wooden building. So it's a one-story building, and then a little bit further past it, you see a two-story building. But you don't see a door or a window on this side.
Are we supposed to be able to see beyond the walls?
Yeah, they're low. They're like maybe 4 feet tall.
Okay.
You can definitely see all the trees.
Okay, gotcha.
Without issue.
I sort of look to Lilavati to see how she's assessing the situation, and I'll just follow her lead.
Is there anything I've been here before, right?
Yeah.
Is there at first glance, is there anything out of the ordinary?
Make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Is this where we're supposed to be headed? Like this area? Is this where the problem was?
Yes, this is the orchard.
Mm-hmm.
DM, I would like to invoke the home rule.
Okay, so the
16.
home rule is if you're proficient in perception and you roll less than a 10, it counts as a 10. Kind of like maybe your active looking around doesn't pick up anything, but your passive perception is good enough to notice a few things. So 16. Yeah, looking around, definitely whenever you've been here in the past, there's been people, workers, either planting trees, harvesting the Eochini fruit from them, or other activity around this orchard, but you don't see any sign of movement, at least in the area that you can see.
So I would have whispered in the owl's ear. I would have said, Sirius, go see what you can see. Would have sent him out to kind of go fly up pretty high overhead, but I guess just high enough to where he can still see. She,
He or she?
but she.
Okay.
And I would like to my eyes kind of glaze over. Can't see anything but this blue light over my whole eyes, and I want to see through Sirius.
All right, yeah. So you can go ahead and move her token as you explore
Sure.
with her through her eyes.
That's an owl, right?
That's pretty sure that's how owls sound.
One thing I should note is that you notice that the gate it doesn't look like it in the picture, but the gate is open. All right.
Nothing.
I mean, nothing beyond what you can see on the map.
Okay.
I'd
like keep an eye out. I'm keeping an eye out for like people or movement.
Make a perception check. For
I use my
Sirius.
scores, right? Or did they use?
You would use Sirius
their
score, I would say. And I think owls have advantage on perception, maybe?
Okay.
Like keen senses or something like that.
Okay. Okay. I need owl stats. Stat. You said okay, yeah. Advantage. Sweet. My dice are in the other room, but I'm gonna roll on here somehow.
If you double click on Sirius's token, you should be able to
Okay.
click on perception to roll it.
Sweet. Thank you. Cool.
Well, you privately rolled the dice, so I have no idea what the result was.
I did?
Yeah. I
What?
mean, you can. So there's a drop down in the bottom right that lets you change that.
All right. It was a 19 plus 3.
Okay.
22.
Yeah, so with that, Sirius scans the area. And as an owl, she's well trained for like spotting rodents running around in the underbrush. And so looking between the trees with their even spacing is easy enough for her. And she spots far in the southern part of the orchard. There's seems to be something moving around. And as she takes a closer look, maybe by flying a bit closer, she sees what appears to be a large snake that's just devouring a body, a human body.
How large?
It's probably about 10 feet long. But it's kind of coiled up a bit.
Human?
Yes.
Like, is the human still alive?
No.
Okay. Do I see any other humanoid movement?
With that perception check, basically she can see all of the trees that make up the orchard. There are no other signs of movement.
Okay. Immediately command her return, drop sight, and just there's a very large snake. That direction. And I point. Large, roughly 10 feet. Big snake. Huge.
Would I know if there's any creatures like that are native to the area?
Roll nature.
It's eating a person.
It's what?
It is eating a person.
Lily, the giant snakes are not super uncommon, but it's definitely very strange to see one like in this. Like normally they stay far away from settlements, even small settlements like this orchard. Um, and so you're kind of surprised that one would be here. But like, they're definitely can be found throughout the jungle.
I think we should go investigate. That's not exactly something normal.
And the person that you saw, were they alive or were they dead?
I saw several bodies. Chris?
Yes, and they were all dead.
The person's dead. Half of them were in the snake. There's several other people. That was Mabel coming out. Several other people dead on the snake. Should probably move on quickly.
Well, I think we should go kill it. And Takara starts marching forward and draws her sword.
I agree. There could be more people alive in there.
I didn't see anyone else. But perhaps.
There may be someone inside.
Regardless. What? That was not my accent.
One of these days.
Right.
I'll get it right eventually. Just after 50 episodes. Dear God, I think we should go kill it. There we go. And again, Takara is actually like moving towards.
Well, do we have to kill it? Maybe we could just lead it out of there.
Do you speak to snakes? Sokoven. It's a hidden talent I didn't know of.
Okay, well, one of you all can kill it. I'll just watch and make a memory of it.
Yes, please. Record their actions for the songs.
And I will follow Takara because I'm pretty sure she's going to make short work of the snake.
All right. Young, go ahead and start moving towards it. Are y'all just marching up straight towards it, or are you trying to sneak up on it?
Takara would not be sneaking. If someone else would like to do that, they'd have to stop her. No?
So your plan is to kill the creature with your sword. Just
Sounds simple enough. Enough. I'll get it eventually.
sounds like the right move, but sure, I'm with you.
Well, what are you all waiting for? Go kill it already.
All right. Takara starts rushing.
All right.
Well, wait, Takara. We don't know exactly where the snake is.
Now you're Russian.
Duh.
The snake is over there. Over there.
Loud
Behind the
points towards the that direction, the southernmost group of trees.
While we're moving that way, I just want to keep an ear out for any other sounds of movement.
Make a perception check for me.
DM?
Yeah, you
16?
you're really trying to listen in to find any clue of that snake, but no other sounds really catch your ear, besides the stream flowing underneath the bridge.
So I'm also trying to take in everything, not necessarily because I'm that worried about the snake, but because I want to have a crystal clear memory of this event so that I can tell it in a tale later on. Should I also roll?
I don't think so. I think you
Okay.
are trained enough at storytelling to where that would be natural for you. All right.
Quarter, you seem like a hardy fellow. Come now. Don't be scared of some serpent.
Oh, of course not. A mere snake isn't that much of a trouble. I will carefully sort of poke my head around just to make sure I know exactly what I'm getting myself into.
I roll my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to see it on the map if it's within your line of sight. Oh wait, I can check that. Yeah. You can see movement in this direction, and you see a green cylindrical form between the trees. It's hard to see too much, but it's definitely something there.
I can show you the way. Follow me.
Oh, yes, of course.
No, you go ahead. I want to be leading the way. I'll point you to the way.
Oh, yes, very well. Very well.
Yeah,
Point the way.
as you get closer, you can see that the snake seems pretty engrossed in its meal. Um, and you imagine that if you get any closer, it'll clearly see you.
All right.
Wait, too far. A
Do
bit
we
back.
have? Okay. Do we have any sort of plan of attack?
What do you mean, plan of attack? The attack is plan.
The attack is fine.
I mean, I suppose so, but what if there's more of them? I mean, we only see the one right now. We don't want to be caught
The
by
attack-
surprise.
You sense a
attack
trap.
first.
This wouldn't be a trap. No one knows we're coming. Unless
Please, this snake is no scholar.
Yes, I mean, very well. I will approach the snake with my sword and shield drawn.
Takar
Yes.
does the same.
Okay, so you approach. The snake turns towards you. And at this point, the person it was swallowing, is completely within its stomach, but you can see like the big bulge, right behind its head, kind of.
I cast
And
Mage Armor.
okay. Does anything else happen when you cast Mage Armor?
Yeah. I just wanted to say that before you
Okay. What happened?
said something else. Yeah. I guess it's I guess gloves are off at this point. I think my hood is still on mostly, so but anybody with high perception might see that I kind of make a little hand gesture on my head. It's a faint glow coming from my forehead, and cast the Mage Armor, and it's just this kind of arcane energy field that only is visible when it is blocking something. So that's what happened.
So Joe, if you open up Loud's character sheet and go to effects, I just added. Can I change the name of it? I can.
Cool.
a mage armor effect, and there might be a way in the future to tie that to the spell. But if you right click on it, you can toggle the effect, and when it's activated, you'll notice it should change your armor class properly. So you can like toggle it off and back on and see that change.
Interesting.
Cool.
Did it work?
It seems to work for me. So like you should be at 16 while you have mage armor, and
Yes. Whoa. How do I untoggle it?
right click on the effect and then click toggle effect. And sorry, did you activate one of your things?
Oh, gosh. Yes. Okay. That's what you were asking me.
Yes.
I actually forgot about that. So thank you.
Hey,
Yeah, I would have.
spent hours making a homebrew subclass.
Yeah, I don't touch my head. I know, right? Instead, I make a little gesture on my arm, my left upper arm, and you wouldn't see anything because I have clothes on. But yeah, I do.
Cool. Also, if anyone spent like spell slots or whatever while they were playing around before we started, go ahead and give yourself a long rest just so you're back and full. But yeah, Joe, my question is, which one did you activate?
Oh,
if you want to
it was
DM it,
strength.
Strength, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so yeah, so at this, the thing turns towards you. Actually, I need to. One sec. There you go. And when it sees you, it begins slithering this way. But it's moving pretty slow because of the person inside of it.
I will chase after.
And I will follow.
I would like to hold a spell until I can see it.
Okay. All right, so yeah, at its reduced movement speed, Core, you're pretty easily able to catch up to it. What do? Like, you're probably like, I mean, you get to the point where you're about 10 feet away from it. Are you going in for an attack, or are you going to do anything else?
I'm going to say I'll try to bring it closer to me. When it gets close, hit it with all your might, and I will cast Lightning Lure to try and drag it.
All right, with that, let's roll initiative. Although actually, I think I roll initiative for y'all. Let's see if I can do this right.
That's cool. Please do.
Combat. Or, okay, so if you go to the combat tab, which is the one that's the fist, and I recommend right-clicking the fist to pop it out. Let's see. Yeah, so you can click on the dice icon to roll your initiative. Wait, why didn't it? Okay. So, I need combat music.
Joe, you got a message in the chat.
Me?
Yeah, that you should look at.
Oh. Do I?
You told your mom we were playing D&D?
My mom?
No, this person's username is your mumsy, and they called you out specifically, so.
My
Yeah.
mother. Hello, mother. I love you. Go to sleep.
So Tokara, you see
I know who that
Core
is.
begin casting an incantation. What do you do? Oh, and I should.
So is my turn before the spell takes effect?
Yes. So he begin like it takes a couple seconds to say the words of the spell, do the motions, and cast it. And so in that time, you have an opportunity to act if you like to.
Okay. Mm. My dilemma. I'm trying not to metagame. My dilemma is I can see the initiative order
Yeah.
and how far down his turn actually is. So
I
I'm
mean,
like,
just let's say, don't worry about it too much. Torkara can tell that this snake is going to try to move away. The snake has noticed him casting the spell as well, and is going to move away. And he seems to be a little bit slow in his casting, so she can put that together.
cool. Thank you for writing that in for me. Okay. Tukara will say, "It is a good plan. Very slow." And she'll move up 5 feet and take a swing at it with her sword.
All right, so go ahead and target the snake, and then roll your attack.
Yes, I can't see the snake. There we go.
Oh, because of the lighting.
That's cool. I got it.
Wait, that.
I was behind a tree.
Oh, I see. Huh. Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Right.
yeah. So as you deal, how do you do this attack?
Oh.
It's not. I mean, it's not a how do you want to do this.
Okay. Cool.
It's your first attack of the game. I want to hear how it goes.
So Takara's sword was not fully drawn out of its sheath. She just had her hand on it when she was running. And as she gets up to the snake, she, in one fluid motion, pulls the sword out of the sheath and slashes the snake in between its head and where the body is.
Nice. So you cut a mighty blow into the snake's neck as blood begins to flow. And as you do so, you pull the blade away, and you see a face inside the snake's body that's like partially digested. Not pretty. All right. If that's your turn, you can go ahead and click that end turn button. Unless you have a bonus action or want to move anywhere.
I do, but I'll save it.
All right.
That's my turn.
Out of curiosity, Lau, did you get the big your turn pop-up thing?
It's love.
Love.
And what'd you say?
Did you get a big pop-up saying it's your turn?
I did.
Cool. Okay, just want to make sure that was working.
Thank
properly.
I got that too.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see Torkara down there, and she obviously swung her sword at something.
Okay, I don't have visual then. Do I know the best possible route to give me line of sight?
So she's currently facing. I don't know if you can see that ping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the direction she's facing, and she swung her
Chris-
sword down at something. Yo.
The Discord faces are frozen.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh. So Discord is working for me. But
Stream.
in OBS I can see that it's not. Okay, I can refresh it, and that seems to fix it. Can everybody like wave their hand in the camera? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's working.
Okay, cool. That's annoying. I hope that I don't have to do that too often, but oh well. Or maybe I accidentally minimized it, and then we've seen that problem already.
This is 15.
Mhm.
Says I can't. Okay, hold on. Oh, how do I deselect?
Okay, so
Wow.
actually I would recommend everyone do this. If you go to the settings, and then you go to configure settings, and then you go to, or stay there, There should be an option under core settings that says left click to release objects, and you're going to want to enable that. So that way you can just click anywhere to deselect.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, and
I moved
yes.
5 feet
Sirius
so far.
Sirius goes on your turn. Okay.
Okay. I'll just move me and then catch Sirius up.
Yeah. I don't think Sirius can attack, but should be able to do like other actions. Unless I use your action or something like that, but that's all I'm fine familiar.
Is that 15 or 20? I can't remember now.
Me neither.
I think it was 15.
Alright. You can also use
It
arrow
was
keys to
15.
move, if you're into that.
What'd you say?
You can use arrow keys to move if that's easier for you
Oh,
or not.
I am into that. Cool.
It
Thank you.
froze again.
I still don't see anything. Cool. Dang. I. I don't see the creature then. Is that correct?
No. It must be on the other side of this tree.
Damn. Okay. I will. I'm gonna hold a cantrip until I can see the creature.
Alrighty. Yeah, and these trees are larger than they appear in the background image. They're pretty big.
Okay.
Cool. So you can hit end turn whenever you're done.
I exited out of it on accident.
If you go to the turn order, you might have end turn at the very bottom of that tab.
Okay. Yes, I do. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Well, Vati, you're up.
I'm just gonna move down. Still can't see anything, so I'm also going to hold a cantrip until I can see the creature.
All right. All right. Next up is the snake's turn. It will attempt to bite you, Trakara. So let's go with that.
Bring it on, you slimy thing.
Wow, I did a lot of things that way. Okay, so let's see if I did that right. So you would have taken. Where is it?
Well, wait a second. It does.
Go ahead.
Am I within 60 feet of it? Because I would have, as a reaction, used cutting words.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely within 60 feet.
Okay, I use a reaction to say that it's a disgusting, slimy thing. Get away from my friend. And let's see if I can do this.
Real quick,
Access it.
shout out to Adequez on Twitch, if that's your name, for telling us when our faces keep freezing.
Thanks. Seems like it's good for now. Yeah, that was in reference to that earlier time, I think. But cool.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like it doesn't roll the dice for you. You'll still have to manually just put in the /R 1d6. For next session, I can probably set it up so that the stream can see the chat log, because that would be neat. I know how to do that. I just take some time. One.
Damn.
Oops.
All right. So it was a 21 to hit, and that reduces the to hit roll by the die result, right?
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah. So it still hits. So Torkara, as the creature's, it has puny fangs that barely pierce your skin, but they do pierce your skin, and you feel a venom injected into your system. Luckily, your hardy Vargoth constitution helps you resist the worst parts of the effect, but you still take 9 points of damage. And then the snake is going to climb over this wall, and then use the method move to move here, so you can take an opportunity attack if you'd like.
I would like.
Go for it. 10 misses,
Dang.
unfortunately. The creature bites you, and you go to retaliate as it turns away from you and it starts moving up the wall. But then suddenly that poison kind of catches you off guard, and it your muscles kind of clench for a second as your strike hits next to where the snake was.
Oh, you bastard.
Core, you are up.
All right. I say, hey, get back here, you! And I will advance 10 feet and cast Lightning Lure.
Nice.
Okay, so I'll make sure I'm doing this right.
Oh, wow.
By the way, I did see the things telling me that it was my turn as well.
Nice.
Oh, hang on a second. What? Wait, what? Why did I make a strength
Oh.
saving throw?
Okay, did you have yourself targeted?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I guess you cast Lightning Lure on yourself then.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
So
you need, huh. Yeah, it was targeted.
Alright, try casting the cantrip again.
Okay, let me just make sure. Okay, it's Alt-click, right?
Alt-click to target the snake. Yeah, the arrows mean you have it targeted.
Okay, so it's definitely targeted. Clicking Lightning Lure. Okay, it rolled damage first. And then, okay, now I took damage.
Oh,
What?
Wait, I think I know why. And I think it's... Okay, yeah. So, because of the way it imported the spell, Lightning Lure technically targets yourself. So that's why it's making you roll a save, which is weird.
Oh. Okay.
So I'll just undo that damage and we'll do it manually. Might be able to fix it later. Alright.
Okay.
So the snake needs to make a strength saving throw.
Correct.
Alright, that is a 14.
He succeeds.
Okay, so does anything happen?
No.
No, nothing happens.
Okay. So, what happens when you cast the spell?
I would channel the magical energy through my sword and then point it at the snake, and a beam of lightning juts out of it to attack the creature.
So you basically unleash like a tractor beam from your sword, but the snake is kind of like moving in serpentine patterns and manages to dodge out of the way of the lightning. Or the lightning grabs it, but this is a big snake, and it pulls with a stronger force than you expected it to, and it pulls away from your lightning.
Gotcha. I say, damn it. Faster than I thought.
So you can end your turn whenever you're ready.
And then end turn. Yep,
Cool.
there it is.
Storkoven.
Muted on Discord.
I am going to I don't see Turkara. So I'll move up a little bit. I started here, I think.
Yeah. I think that's 20. Yeah, I mean, y'all can tell that, like, trying to chase down a creature that's trying to escape, this heavily, all these trees are giving it plenty of defensive options.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at the giant snake.
All right.
You hideous thing! Oh, just look at it slither and slime its way through the forest. Somebody quickly slay this creature.
Don't worry about that.
Did I not select it?
Let's see. So you,
Has to beat a 10 saving throw?
wait. No, it says you rolled a saving throw. Alt click on the snake.
Hmm. And
All
then
right. And then roll click damage. I think. Alright, so you roll damage.
no, that just automatically damages it.
Oh. And you had Lauv targeted as well. So it.
Oh,
Here,
oops.
I'll fix that for you. Yeah, that happens.
You hurt the
Although why did
ceilings.
he roll, but not the snake? Joe, you didn't click anything to do that roll, did you? Did it just do it?
I didn't. No, I didn't. It says your GM has requested
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But
rolls.
it should be triggering it. Weird. All right. Well, I'll just roll it manually. All right. So it's a wisdom save.
Yes.
Cool. Rolled a 7. So it takes 4 points of psychic damage. Is that right?
Is that what I...
Yeah. If you look up
Yes.
in the fog. How do you want to do this?
As I'm mocking it, I just imagine... Whoa. Okay, I don't know what happened, but on my end, I heard the your turn noise like a
Oh.
million times in a row.
Weird. Okay. Well, end combat. But yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Anyway, I just imagine that after I viciously mock this disgusting creature, the enchantments that are sort of lacing my my words overcome its mind, and it just stops in its tracks and lets out this disgusting groan, almost fulfilling my mockery of it.
Yeah. And you see the snake cease its movements.
You've killed the creature? Look at you.
I wasn't supposed to be the one to kill it. That was supposed to be one of you great warriors. No, this isn't right at all. I'll have to revise this section.
While that's
Perhaps
talking, I would like to go over to the snake and try and cut it open to get the body out.
As you head towards it, you'll hear the sound of a door opening behind you. Although, don't know if you can see that or not. And you hear a voice saying, "What's going on out there?"
I'm sorry. What did the voice say?
What's going on out there?
Oh, Well, we killed the snake.
Uh,
It seemed
Who
to be
is that?
terrorizing.
Who is that little Vati?
I recognize the voice.
um, make a intelligence check, I guess. But yeah, it seems like you hear the voice seems to be coming from behind the trees.
So 16.
No one that you know.
I don't quite recognize it.
I'm sort of confused. I don't know what to think.
I mean, if you move a bit closer, you might be able to see who it is, or if you want to keep your distance for now, it's up to you.
I'm sort of weary, so I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll stay where I am, but I'm gonna call out. Who goes there?
What are you doing on my orchard?
Your orchard. You claim to own this entire orchard. Who are you?
And you see stepping. I think you can probably. Some of you can probably see from now. Stepping through the gate is a male halfling. And he says, "What are you doing?"
He can't see us, right?
Actually, I can check. He can see you, love, between the trees.
Me?
Yeah.
I would have tried to hide.
All right, make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
Yeah, the trees are so small, it's hard to set up the line of sight to be super accurate. But yeah. 18. Yeah, you managed to, based on where the
Put
voice
up.
is, you can position yourself behind the tree well enough to where it seems like you can't be seen. And even as he like walks around, you kind of are able to definitely move and stay out of line of sight. Are y'all doing anything? Or responding or anything like that?
Wasn't little Vati trying to cut the person out of the snake?
Are you going to continue to do that? Or did the person say anything?
I want to wait to see how things play out first.
Okay. Alright, well, this fella is going to start walking closer. But he's still... Okay, now he's starting to see a few people. Yeah. And he says, "What are you doing here?"
What? Did you not see the bodies?
And I mean, he was kind of moving quickly, but he turns around and says, "Wait, what happened here? What did you do to those people?"
I put a hand out. We did not do anything, and I point towards the snake. We ended what did it.
Roll persuasion.
Hell yeah. As soon as I figure out how.
I whispered to Sir Coven. I saw this coming.
I whisper back. I certainly didn't, and I'm hardly writing it down.
He says, and he like looks over at the snake, and then glances back towards the body and says, "Oh yeah, there do look like snake bites on it." Well, maybe. And then he walks back over to the bodies. Some of these definitely have cut wounds, but it seems like they've been dead for a little while now. Oh man, where am I gonna have to find some new workers?
You are so casual.
Is that all you're worried about? New workers? These people lost their lives.
I mean, there's lots of dangerous creatures in the jungle, you know.
So that's
It
it then.
happens.
Their families, the people who cared about them, you don't care about any of that.
Why are you here?
Are you Tanu?
I am.
We came here on reports of something happening on the orchard. I work for Mr. Thor, and we were here to collect some of the red yachina for the meal, for the
Well,
feast.
I don't know what you heard, but he gestures towards the bodies. Something happened, and then he gestures towards the snake. But it looks like he took care of it. So, you want to come grab that red Yachini? I've been waiting to hand it off for some time now. And he starts walking that way.
I'll follow him.
He's really going to leave the bodies here.
I can't believe this.
You said there were cut marks.
He said that, yes.
I go over to inspect the bodies to see if I see what he was talking about.
Make a medicine check.
I'm just gonna manually. I can't fucking. There we go. Help. Get out of the orchard.
If you ping somewhere, I can move you like through the walls or whatever.
Okay, I am here now.
Yeah, Sir Coven, some of the bodies, although not all of them, have like clearly slash wounds from some sort of weapon, but you're not sure what kind.
That halfling was right. Some of these people were killed by something other than the snake. Maybe they're still here. And then I sort of look around to make sure I don't see anything.
Perception check.
Do I hear Sarkovan say that?
Did you say it out loud?
Yeah, I would have said it loudly.
Then yeah, definitely.
Then I would also try to search the area.
All right, you can roll as well.
Ooh.
Turkara, you're still kind of excited about your first kill in some time. And you kind of glance around, but are still focused on that snake. Sorkoven, looking around a bit, you can see like marks in the ground. It seems like there was some sort of fight here, not just a snake ambushing a few people. But currently, there doesn't seem to be anything moving. All right, so at this point, Lily and the halfling are basically back at the main building.
Real
and the
quick,
rest-
after hearing like their conversation, like in the distance, can I just kind of look over the halfling and see if it's not an illusion or anything?
I think that would be an investigation check.
$21.
So, you've met, actually, we have a whisper channel. Hey, I think
Hey.
chat can still hear us. Oh, it screwed up everyone's video, but whatever. We'll be back to that in a second.
We'll fix it later.
Yeah, so, you've met Tanu a few times before, and this is not Tanu. He's not carrying his normal like set of equipment. He is acting very different. Um, his voice is not the voice you recognize.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, the timer just went off.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll go back out.
All right. Hey. Oh, I gotta fix the video. Okay, screwed up the order. Well, that's unfortunate. We're missing Taylor. So I gotta fix this hand.
It's because the bot moved up a bit
I
because you're
noticed.
not on the Discord.
No, it
Video?
rearranged their position when I switched voice channels.
Well, like on Discord, it's not showing your webcam, so I think once you turn that on, it'll
Oh.
fix it.
Well.
Yeah, now everyone's back in
Okay,
place.
you're right. I should have just listened to you. So we need Chris, who is over there. Da, da, da. First stream. Gone perfect. No issues.
None.
Yeah.
While you were gone, we were talking about eating the corpses. So
No,
Yeah,
no,
well.
no. This corpse of the snake.
All right. So So what are y'all doing? Lily's kind of moved up ahead on her own.
Are we taking the break or not?
In a minute. I'll let you know.
Okay, then. I'm going to back up.
Sure.
And I am going to use a produce flame on the half elf or the halfling.
All right. That's where we'll take a break.
What?
Excuse me?
Everyone take a pee break or whatever. Grab some snacks if you want. We'll be back. Let's say 10:45 Central Time. Be back here.
sounds good.
I might be back sooner, but yeah, that's when we'll start playing again. Cool.
What a cliffhanger.
Uh,
All right, y'all.
wait. I want to switch to this one. Yes. Although we're still in. Let's see. Hey, chat, can y'all hear me? Oh. Out of curiosity. Okay.
Also, Chris, on the stream, the
Hiya, folks. About to get started. Just waiting for a couple other people to get back. But hope y'all are enjoying it so far. Definitely been an interesting experience. Oh, wait, it's still muted, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's not. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to see. Can chat hear me? Okay, I guess everyone else. You mean like through Twitch? Gotcha. Okay. So, okay, I think what the way it works is there's a setting that sends the desktop audio, and then if I create an audio input capture, it adds another bar. And if I just mute the desktop capture and only capture from the audio input, then it only captures audio on the specific scenes that I want. I now realize that probably didn't make sense to any of y'all, but okay. Yeah, I was just confused why it was capturing audio even though I didn't have an audio capture on the scene that I was on. But I think I figured out why now. There's like a global audio thing that I can turn off. Oh yeah, but I would need to add another one to capture y'all's voice. All right. Still waiting on Joe. Oh, perfect timing. Nice. All right, so all right, can we get a sound check from chat if possible? And also have y'all. All right, can we get a sound? Y'all can say something too. Make sure y'all's audio is going through because that's separate from mine. And also have y'all. Y'all can say something too.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack open a cold one.
Hello?
Hey, bud.
Hello.
I don't know if anyone's back in chat.
Hello.
Hello.
There's a chat?
What?
Hmm. I mean, I would think most likely they're just. Oh, okay. Huh. Why would that be? Oh, okay. Huh. Why would that
I hear. I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Here. I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Don't know what.
I mean, I heard Joe on stream.
Oh, okay. Maybe that. Maybe Mary just has it muted or something. All right. Well, hopefully you figure that out, Mary. Otherwise, we will just keep going for now. If other people can hear us. Matt, you can hear both me and the players, right? Ah, cool. Okay. Alrighty then. So,
Is that Matt Mercer?
yes.
Yes.
Grayken is Matt Mercer.
So,
Um, so, Lilavati has conjured up a small flame. Go ahead. So go ahead and cast that. There you go. Dealing 1 point of fire damage.
That is 2 points of fire damage.
Oh, because of your ability.
Yeah.
Oh wait. I need to do something real quick. Can I? 1 sec. Oh, I see. I might have messed something up, but 21 still hits regardless. Okay. So dealing 2 points of fire damage.
Yep.
All right. And with that, need everybody to, well, most people have already rolled initiative except for Turkara.
Haha.
Go ahead and cook that roll, and then we can begin combat.
I would love to. There it is. Oh, good. Oh, great.
That negative
Just-
1.96 initiative.
Just great.
All right. Yeah, and Lulavati catching everyone by surprise by your action, but you're ready. So you're up first.
Let's see how this works. Cast Scorching Ray.
Oh boy. You might need to cast it 3 times, and so just make sure for the other 2 casts.
You want me to just like
Cast it, yeah,
Do the-
cast it 2 more times, or unless if you click
I'll just-
that attack button in the card, that might work as well. But you
Uh,
dealt 9 points of damage on the first one. Yeah, make sure just make sure you're not spending too many spell slots. And that's 1 more point from your ability, right? Because that was
yes.
a 1. Cool.
Then the last ray. Also hits.
Yep.
5 more
Nice.
damage.
Yeah. So, describe how your spellcasting appears to those.
I pull out my tinderbox, which is my druidic focus, and flames begin to like start emanating off like all of my clothes, not like a few embers and sparks here and there, and then they all just channel towards my arm and where my focus is, and I just fire 3 rays of fire.
Yeah, and you just see Lilavati unleash an inferno into this building, and you hear shouts of pain from inside. And then you hear, "No, you've burnt up the last Giacchini!" Let's see. All right, so you can end your turn. unless you have a-
Can I retort to that?
Sure.
I only suffer so many fools per day.
All right, Lauv, you're up. Lilavati's fighting. Apparently, that halfling for
All
some
right.
reason.
My turn.
Yes.
I didn't see that happen, so I'm gonna pop around the corner. I hear commotion, so let's see. 5.
Oh, ignore that.
That's as far as I can go. How do I? Oh, there we go. What do I see?
Wrong tab.
Chris, are you muted?
Can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear him.
I can also hear him.
I see a mute symbol on him.
That's weird.
Am I muting him?
Did you
On
personally
accident?
mute him?
Oh, I did on accident. Yes, I did. Because I was trying to
Yeah,
check to
accident.
see if his volume was up, but it was fine. And then I
All right.
accidentally pressed the mute button. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you can see what you can see on the screen. You heard what I mentioned before.
I
Yeah.
actually didn't
Okay.
because it kind of cut out.
Oh, I see. Lilavati unleashed an inferno of fire magic into this home, and you heard a halfling scream in pain and say, "Oh no, you've burned the last Giacchini!"
Okay, I didn't see the fire magic, but
Okay.
I came
You probably are.
around.
You probably heard like.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right, right, right. So I come around. I just see her.
Yeah. And she's facing towards the building, the open doorway.
Which is now on fire, kind of.
Um,
No.
the doorway itself, no.
All right. What in the world is going on? I call out to you. Lilavati.
You have a chance to
I'm good at
respond.
names.
Yeah.
An imposter.
No, I'm
Did
not.
I hear her
Oh,
say that? I'm sorry.
Um. Yeah, you would have heard her say that.
all right. I can't see over. Yeah, I can. Okay. Um, I'm not really sure what to do at this moment. Um, I will. I'll hold a cantrip until I see a hostile creature, I guess, and that's it.
Chris, real quick, I think the webcams are Twitch again.
Wonderful.
Taylor's isn't weirdly, but
Yeah,
this
I
is.
know.
Hey.
I broke something. Hold on. All right. Fix y'all real quick.
I think it's Joe's fault.
Probably.
Of course.
Of course it
Does
is.
anyone remember what the dude's
Why wouldn't it be?
what Tanu's initiative was? Because I accidentally deleted his token.
It was like a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. I think it was before Core and myself.
All right.
I believe so as well.
Cool.
It was a 4.1.
Yeah, he was right after me. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we are set then. Sorry about that. So Lau, you're preparing a cantrip. You ended your turn. Sir Coven, you're up.
I tell a story about how Kor is already such a powerful dragonborn, but soon he's going to become even more powerful. And let's see, if I target him, will it give him bonus? Let's see.
I don't know. There's probably a way to set that up, but I don't think it'll set that up. Just from the automatic import. So it's something to maybe look into for the future.
Well, anyway, I give it to Kor. And I'm going to move up. And I will end my turn.
Did you have a action?
I attempted to give inspiration to Core.
So Bardic Inspiration's a bonus action.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to hold a spell until I see something.
Okay. You would need to decide the spell now, but I'll let you. I assume you have one picked up. All right. Okay, so he's up. You see him reach into this corner that I don't think any of y'all can see and fumble with something. And then he pulls out a bow and says, I'm just a poor old Yachuni farmer. I don't know what you're doing. But he'll fire at Lilavati. Wait. No, I don't want to target himself. Okay. Oh, that's awkward. Hold on. Oh, and for some reason I had targeted to Cardinal. But the arrow flies wide. Does he? Oh, but then he'll fire another shot. Oh, sorry. Undo on Tokara. Okay, so you weren't supposed to be targeted. Yeah, an arrow sinks into your side, Lily, and you feel a poison course through your veins. It seems the arrow tips are poisoned. And then he will go. Moves out of sight. Core, you're up.
All right. I will. I will advance up here. All right, walls.
If you pick a spot, I can just drag you there and skip all the walls.
Yeah. If you. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. I want to stand. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, I want to stand right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up to there. I'm gonna say, what in the world is going on up here? And do I notice that Lilavati is injured?
Yeah, she's got an arrow sticking out of her shoulder, and she's like clutching it in pain, and like holding her like muscles are clenched.
Okay. At that, I say, Lilavati, what's going on here? Who shot you?
The imposter. Please stop making me say that word.
What imposter?
That wasn't Tanu.
Of course. The other soldiers. All right. And my turn.
Okay. So you're not taking any action?
It's not really much I can do at this position.
So you could dash to keep moving, or you could dodge, in which case any attacks against you would have disadvantage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm able to move past spots where other characters are.
You cannot move through enemies. Allies count as difficult terrain.
Okay.
So basically, if you do the drag, just add 5 feet to the number for every ally that you're passing through, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. In that case, okay, that works. I'm going to move past here, sort of.
So that would be
in front
25
of,
feet to move.
Yes.
Yep.
In front of Lilavati, I'm going to look for this supposed imposter.
Okay, I mean,
The imposter.
looking around, there's no Whoop. Wrong thing. I mean, you see what your token can see.
Okay. Okay.
But you... I suppose you can make a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, you... So you notice two things. First, I mean, you heard the halfling shouting, and you heard him kind of run, like moving back into the building. So you imagine he's in there still somewhere. You don't see any other doors, at least from this angle. You also smell something burning inside.
Oof. Okay.
All right, Eochora, you're up.
Yep.
And, oh, that's
Something burning, you say? Car will move to here. I will dash to here. Dash is an action, right?
correct.
Okay. Let me see if I can do anything. Oh shit. E- Lay on hands is an action as well.
Correct.
Okay, then that's gonna have to be my turn.
All right. Do you want to hit that in turn?
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna just try to move to see what I can see.
Yeah. All right. So looking inside, you can see a bit more. You see a table just inside the door with a large, and when I say large, I mean like 5 feet across, red fruit that is currently on fire.
Five. I'm gonna use a bonus action to healing word myself. Oh, hold up. Let me see if I actually have that spell. Actually, never mind. I don't. So I'm going to use my action to cure wounds myself.
Wait.
Wait, it's not a second level. I do have healing word.
Yeah. The green ones are the ones you have prepared.
Yeah. I was looking at the second levels for some reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait. Can you? So how do I untarget someone I can't see?
Alt click off of them, I believe.
Okay.
Wait, I can. It still says you're targeting Tanu. I don't. That's weird. I'm trying to think.
I was targeting him before he moved out of range.
Right. I don't know. Hit escape, maybe? Or wait, switch to the target tool in the top left. That looks like a bullseye. And then like click anywhere on the map and see if that works. No, it's still... Alright. Well, here. I'll just let you deselect him.
Okay. Me, healing word. Heal for 7.
Nice.
And I'm gonna start moving inside.
Alrighty.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna get in the corner by the table.
Okay.
And can I use my action to try and put out the fire?
Um, easy enough. The fire, you can tell that it has the opportunity to grow, but it hasn't gotten too big yet. Where is this button? You do so. The fruit is burnt on top, but you imagine that most of it seems all right. Although, whether it's suitable for a dish of the leaders of Sharanur, you're not sure, but you did as best you could.
I kind of crouch behind the table and a little bit. At all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So you're not hidden, because
Yeah.
you're not a rogue, but you have half cover.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Is that your turn?
Yes, we're in turn.
All right, Lauv, you're up.
So you said it's roughly 4 feet, the fence?
Yeah,
Or no?
it's difficult terrain to jump over it
All right.
or climb over it.
Okay. And that entails cuts my movement,
Yeah,
basically?
so moving, you can move through the wall, and you would just have to add 5 to whatever like movement number the ruler is telling you.
Okay. All right. I'm going to do that. 10. 10. 20. This is an open door.
Yes.
Oh, because I collide with a wall. Maybe I'm going in the wrong way.
Oh.
Oh, it's just this one little space.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
my
The
bad.
door is like half between 2 tiles.
Okay. Okay. I don't see anyone. Save.
You see Lily, but no one else.
Right. Okay. I look over and say, "You're wounded. Be careful." I'm gonna prime that cantrip again. So I see a potentially hostile humanoid, I guess.
Okay.
Would you like me to tell you what that is?
No need. I trust
Okay.
you. Storkoven. Or is it Storkoven?
Sorkoven. Let's see. I try to move here to see if I see anything. I don't. Move one more. That's 15. Hmm. $20. Can I move here without getting difficult terrain?
Yeah. Oh, Lauv, did you want to do anything with Sirius?
Yeah. I would probably have Sirius fly around above the building, and just if she sees any hostile or any humanoids approaching or hiding or whatever, to just report back to me.
Okay. Make a perception check for
Okay.
Sirius with advantage.
Trying.
Somewhere over here.
I don't want her to be seen, but see.
65 speed. Wow.
Perception. I can click on Sirius, can't I? Okay. I can't see Sirius though because I don't have her vision.
Deselect Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, whenever you have, and I think that's a setting I can turn off if you want to, but whenever you have a token selected, you only get that token's vision.
No, that's cool. I like how it is.
I mean, it's a good way to tell like if Loud can see something but Sirius can't. All right, so 12. Yeah, she's keeping an eye out. She knows to let you know if she spots anything.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, so sorry, Storkoven. You got anything else? Your turn.
As my action, I would cast Blade Ward on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a bonus action, I would look to Turkara. This is all before I moved. I would have turned to Turkara and said, I saw that you have that big sword for a reason.
Do we lose somebody?
And then he left.
Yes.
that was Taylor.
Yeah. And the best of all the videos, yay! All right, well, hopefully he'll be back soon. There's got to be a better way than doing the positioning like that, but I don't know. I mean, I guess we don't normally. Whatever. Okay.
Takara is just anxiously awaiting for Sarkovan to finish his comment about her huge sword. Very much looking forward to that compliment. But
Joe, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Loot Crate!
D&D Beyond, everyone. D&D Beyond is a great new application. It's been out for a few years. And, yeah. You're welcome.
Come on, Taylor.
No, we lost
Taylor's
Liam.
still here.
We
That
lost
was
Liam.
No, Liam.
All right.
Liam is sponsored only by Roll20, so he can't be associated with D&D Beyond.
FYI.
Is it working?
Oh dear.
No,
Okay.
it says y'all's camera.
There we are.
There we go. I see all the cameras now.
Don't know what happened there.
Flawless first stream. To those in chat, by the way, I have the D&D Beyond extension, but I'm probably going to remove that because that is not where we track hit points. The hit points are only in Foundry, which is in the top right corner. Yeah, still don't have video from y'all, by the way.
Video.
From either one of us.
Correct.
I can see him.
Oh.
Refresh the screen region.
No, I can.
Or it looks like you have the video turned off. I think, Chris, on your end.
Oh. Okay, well that worked. Oh, probably because I had to refocus the Discord window to get it come up. Anyway. Cool. Yeah, Mary. But other than the hit points, everything about the D&D Beyond characters should be correct. Yeah, Greg, in the underneath the stream window, there's like portraits of each of the characters and like their names and description. If you click on the image, it'll show you their D&D Beyond character sheet, which has all the info. But it should be like a read-only sheet, unless you're logged into my account, in which case don't touch anything. But you can definitely check them out that way, see their spells and stuff like that. All right, so Storkoven, I believe you were doing something to Turkara.
You were speaking of my sword, and
I was kind of making fun of you, but also,
what?
as I'm saying it, I touch you, and you feel this jolt of electricity. And you
Okay.
You get a plus 1d8 lightning damage on your next attack.
Oh, we love the lightning here.
What spell is that?
That is spark. Oh, my bad. I
Okay.
thought I hit it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Or I can just hit info and that'll just show it without.
Yeah. Info works. All right.
Okay, my bad.
Nice. Wait.
That's only a bonus action.
Okay. You know what? So technically, Torcara, your you have
Turkara.
your feet technically would not affect that lightning damage, but I'll say it does anyway because that would be cool.
Thank you.
All right. So, Sir Coven, is that your turn?
Yes. Wait, I did say that I cast Blade Ward on myself.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Oops. And then I move 25 feet.
Mhm.
And then I have my turn. Oops.
All right.
Forgot I can do that myself.
So, at this moment, Tanu sticks his head out. Lauv, you see a friendly-looking halfling farmer. However, based on Lily's actions, you're not too sure of his true motivations. Would you say this would be a
Look, someone
hostile?
seems like a drunk person to me, but what did you say?
Would you say this he would be considered a hostile enemy and thus trigger your spell?
You just said he was friendly, so
He appears friendly. He's friendly looking. Although he doesn't.
Do you have any burn marks on him?
No, he does not.
Okay. But I saw him before.
Actually. Yeah.
I think I could piece
He
it
was-
together.
Sure.
Is it my turn?
Uh,
I just see them. I just see him come around.
yes, he steps around the corner from that room.
Okay. Yeah, hostile. Bring the shit up. I not from my fingers, from my sapphire crystal wand. I unleash my cantrip that was saved. Is that okay? May I do this?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Alright, cool.
What?
I'm trying. Okay. I have to target creature. I have to click. I'm such a noob at this. I don't know what I'm doing. So I click.
So you click on, or you alt
Alt
click
mark.
on Tanu. You hold the alt key.
Alt is next to the space bar.
Yeah,
on
I have a Mac.
What is it on Mac?
It's option.
Stream
On
canceled. Okay.
I alt click the spell or the
No,
creature.
click on Tanu, your target.
Okay. Oh,
Yep.
perfect.
Alright, yeah, so he's targeted now. So now you can hit attack on that little chat window for Arcane Dart.
Okay.
Oh, I see you cast it 3 times. It's fine.
Okay.
We're all-
There it is.
I think he's dead now.
Hey, figured it out.
17 hits for 3 points of force damage. Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
Um,
this,
Is that baby magic missile?
it is.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like a almost like a blue arcane spearhead. It just launches. It just launches the creature. It kind of like spins around you, and goes right for the creature.
That's 2 homebrew spells in a row, courtesy of Joe. But it's neat seeing them in action. Okay, so that was your reaction. So as Tanu steps out, he says, let's see. No. Let's see. He just shouts out, "Just take the Eugenie and leave!" Um, yeah, Lauv, you are, you think that's a good idea. You think you should take the Eugenie and leave. And then, actually he's gonna
Was
go.
this a suggestion, a command suggestion?
It's a suggestion. Here.
No.
Chris, are those stairs going up or down?
They're going up, and he's standing at the base of the stairs when he ends his turn. Core, you're up.
All right. Let's see.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to move right because that's moving. Yeah. Okay. Move there. Just see real quick.
Oh, that's okay.
Yep.
There you go. So that gives you the parameters of your suggestion.
Thank you.
All right. So, sorry, what was that? A core.
I was saying I'm going to move here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to say, seriously, what on earth is going on here? And I look over at
Tanu.
Tanu. I'm going to say, explain yourself.
He says, "Take the fruit and leave." But he's like running up the stairs.
All right. I'm going to take my action to dash, and I'm going to try and intercept him at the base of the stairs. Right.
So you're trying to just get next to him, or?
I'm trying to block him from ascending the stairs if I could.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you can move to that spot.
Yeah.
I mean, you're also like twice his height, and so it's easy enough to get around him and
Right.
stand in front of
And
him.
I just sort of take my shield and my sword, and I just point it at him, trying to block the way.
Yeah. I mean, just you're being there blocks him. No action required.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, I'm just trying to look intimidating.
Yeah. Actually, roll an intimidation check.
Ooh, okay. Okay, that's a 9.
You kind of stand up, but your foot kind of stumbles on one of the steps, and you kind of fall. Like you don't fall, but you like get off balance for a second, and he doesn't see you, Swade. All right, so I believe you still have your action and bonus action.
I use my action to dash, I think.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And as far as bonus action, there's not much I can do as far as bonus action, so I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Torkara.
All right. Takara will move here. Oops.
I can move you through the door if you need help.
Here, which is 15. 10. And then here. Takara will just try to point at Tanu and just say, if you don't stop, neither will we.
Whoop.
And I'm trying to intimidate him into explaining himself.
I roll intimidation.
That is an 18.
18. Yeah, so with Core on one side and you on the other, he just turns and just drops his bow.
Excellent.
All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, is that your turn?
If talking like that or trying to intimidate was some sort of action, then yes.
I'd say it'd be a bonus action.
Okay, then yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. So Lily, you're up.
Seeing as he dropped his weapon, I'm going to hold an action if he does anything I would consider dangerous or disadvantageous for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm going to use my class ability if he does anything like that.
Okay. What I'll say is like if we go a whole round with like nobody attacking, we'll go out of combat and like have a conversation, but still now, especially with Lau's current situation, we'll see. So, you want to end your turn when you're done?
Yeah, you kind of see Lily's hair kind of start embering up a bit towards the bottom and on the sides. And she's kind of like crouching down by the table. Her eyes are glowing even golder than normal, with like trails of magic coming out of them. But the magic is like at a threshold, about to be unleashed.
Nice. Lau, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I wanna change my clothes out of my kind of stealthy garb, can't really see me, to back to my elegant, fancy attire, and just sort of kind of swirl my cape as I walk forward, and actually I don't do that because of the command that I forgot about. So I can't do what I wanted to do. Okay. Where is this fruit?
It's the red thing on the table next to Lilavati.
This? Okay.
It's like 4 feet wide.
I thought it was a tree this whole time. Okay.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's like a tree tile, but that's the closest thing I could find.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. Well, if that's the case. I keep the stealthy garb on, but I just say to the group, well, you heard the man. Let's just take the fruit and be on our way, shall we? I step over, and it's pretty big, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it would take like both hands to hold it.
All right. I look over and I say, "Give me a hand with this, would you?" To Lily, and I start trying to pick it up.
Lily is still staring dead daggers at the imposter. She hasn't moved.
Okay.
Are you gonna continue your movement at all, or?
Oh yeah, my bad. I would ask for a hand and start trying to pick it up.
Okay.
To see if she would help me on her turn, and we can go together.
Well, I'll say, Lily, do you give any indication that you're going to help, or you
No,
can like
zero indication that I'm going to assist in this endeavor.
All right, so she doesn't seem like she wants to help you. It's still your turn.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
All right. I wanted her turn to come up so that I can stay in the room. Okay. Say, well, shoot yourself, and I pick it up and I start heading out. Let's see if I'm. 10, 14.
All right. Is that your turn?
Probably go over here.
Cool.
And look over and see Sword Coven and say, "Ah, Sword Coven, please help me with this."
Sorkoven,
That's my
you're up.
turn.
Lav, I didn't realize you were that hungry. Well, at any rate, we do need this Eugenie, so I guess just go put it somewhere safe. And I try to walk right past him. That's 10 feet to get over the wall, right?
Yes.
Okay, wait, what's the rule with diagonals?
It should automatically calculate it if you work out your path. If you're not doing a whole path, I would just say don't worry about it because it's not worth it. So
Okay.
that would cost you 35 feet because 5 more from walking over the wall.
Okay, can I move here and then through the door still?
Yes, because you're not like that diagonal costs you an extra one because of the way it's set up.
Okay,
So you had enough movement to get to there, but not the space below you.
gotcha. Well, I can see him at this point, right? In that case, I'm going to expend a spell slot to cast Hideous Laughter. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so what I say is, does Tanu really think that he can get past core? Ridiculous. Hoping that Tanu would start laughing.
Yeah, he says, nah, I wasn't planning on it. Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
Cool. Alright, Tanu's up. He'll say to Torkara, alright. No need for more fighting. You came here for that fruit. Go with your friend. Take it back to Yudhamanyu. Oh wait, actually I can't do that. Thanks game for reminding me of things. So instead, yeah, so he drops his weapon and he says, alright, you got me outnumbered. Are you gonna let me live at least? You can respond.
Can I answer him, or do I have to wait
I mean,
till my turn?
anyone can respond.
Perhaps. It depends on if you start talking.
Alright, so he is going to... he'll say, so what do you want me to say?
I turn towards Lilavati.
Who are you?
He kind of sighs and says, well, it's clear you figured out that I'm not Tanu. Oh, my name is Tulalak. And that'll be the end of his turn. He'll take the dodge action. Core, you're up. You can continue to use your turn to ask some questions or do some kind of action. But yeah.
Okay. What was that name that was just mentioned?
Tlaloc. I'll put it in the chat.
Tulaloc.
Close enough. T-L-A-L-O-C. Tlaloc.
Hear that, Chris? Crass?
Spell that name again.
T-L-A-L-O-C.
Tulaloc. Okay. I will say, okay, Tulaloc. Then why did you disguise yourself as Tanu?
He says, well, I'm one of Tanu's workers, but the orchard was attacked by bandits. And Tanu escaped to get help. And so I stayed behind and used some of my tricks to disguise myself so that he would, they wouldn't realize he had gone. They'll be back any time now. Look, I know that Yuchini's for the feast, so you better get it back in time before those bandits come and take it.
Well, it seems like someone needs to worry about those bandits. I mean, we couldn't just let them come back and leave without dealing with them.
I mean, if one of you wants to take the fruit back to Yutamanyu and the rest of you stay and protect me, I'd be happy for that.
Do I get the sense that he's telling the truth?
Let's see. Roll insight. Trying to think if that would happen now on your turn. Oh. Why don't you head over to our Whisper channel?
Nerds.
Hey.
Oh shit. I got transported.
I stole you. Hey, so yeah, this story seems kind of fishy, and the way he's telling it, he's kind of there's a lot of pauses where it seems like he's trying to come up with like the next part of the story, and the fact that he didn't mention the snake at all seems interesting.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep. All right, we can head back over. So Core, it's your turn. Oh, it messed up the things again. Hold on.
To answer your question, quite.
Oh, and I got to fix that. All right, videos are back. So, Core, I mean, I'd say that's the talking you can do for your turn. If you want to take an action or something, you can, but he tells that one.
You said that took a, what kind of action?
You won't be able to spend any more time talking this turn. But if you wanted to actually use your action for something, other than just like dodging a potential attack.
Gotcha. I'm gonna prepare a retaliation in case either he attacks someone or he bolts.
Okay.
A booming blade, actually.
All right. You can go ahead and end your turn if you're done.
Oh, that's right. We gotta do that now.
All right, Torkara.
He said he's tried to get us to leave and take the fruit many times now, and I'm starting to get a little suspicious, I think. So I'm going to go back this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5. And I'm going to actually do. What is it? Oh, do I have it prepared? Is the question. Oh, I don't. Okay. Then in that case, I'm just going to talk to Love. What are you doing?
Oh,
Where do you think you're going?
excellent. Give us a hand, would you? And I kind of offer a piece of it.
I will grab it, but I'm going to hold it and try to keep him from walking away with it.
Are you so in this like grab, you can tell that she's like grabbing it, but she's not moving with you because you're like kind of continuing to move. Do you try to pull it back or what?
I'd say, well, gentleman in there told us to take the fruit and head back. So it's just doing what he asked, and I start trying to pull it back.
Uh,
Um,
contested strength checks.
Do I have advantage?
Oh, because
Or
of
is that just saves?
the rune?
Yeah.
That would be a. It's not advantage. It's like a bonus base. I think it's a +1.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's
Okay.
the bonus is equal to the level of the spell that activated it.
Right, I forgot about that. Yes, perfect. Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I
So you
want
should be able to type in a
this,
+1
but
when you click the. Yeah. Ironic that it works against you.
you said strength?
Yep.
Strength.
Oh, crap.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So if you double click on your token, and then there's the strength, and then there's the two like plus
I don't know
numbers.
how to add though. Okay. Right.
When you click on the plus
One.
whatever, it should have a little pop-up box for you to type it in.
No. Oh, yes. Cool.
Damn.
Thank you. So there's like this surprising strength within me. Anyway, what I want to say.
Yeah. So
Bless you.
you take back control of it. Tokara. So that was your action. You got anything else? Or is that your turn?
I'll just say, stop, you fool. And I'm pretty sure. Let me give one more check. I'm pretty sure that's all I can do.
All right. Yeah, that'll be it. So.
Yeah. Let me
So loud.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like I hear the sound only on your turn for some reason. I don't know why it does that. But Lily, you're up.
top of the order, maybe.
Oh yeah. That's probably the sound to like start a new round.
Oh.
I can probably turn that off somewhere, but.
Well, it's been like a full round since we basically started waiting to get a conversation going.
Right. Okay. So. Although, Lav, I assume you're gonna keep trying to move away. Is that right?
On my turn, I would.
Right.
I mean, I don't really have a choice.
All right. So. Tokara, are you gonna continue to? All right. So let's do it this way. The two people outside. We'll exit combat. Um, the two people outside. What are you? So Lau, you're gonna continue to move. Tokara.
I'll just start stepping.
I'm gonna keep trying to stop him. Yeah.
All right. Let's have another strength check. Actually, stopping him from
If
moving would be more.
if
Yeah, just
if
strength.
she's trying to stop me and like, am I still compelled to do it?
I mean, just imagine that Lau very much wants to do this, but however he would
Right.
react. Like he doesn't necessarily need to be like single-minded, complete focus.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Um. So I could try to do it, but I don't necessarily have to do it immediately. Is that a thing?
I'd say so. As long as like that's your primary objective,
Sure. Okay.
but you don't necessarily need to keep moving.
Okay. Well. Okay. Thank you for that info. I'll say. Well. Sure. Can head back inside. But I really think it would be wise to take this back as soon as possible.
The same man who told you this is the same man who shot our friend in the shoulder.
Yes, but I just feel so compelled to go. I can't put a finger on it.
I believe I
I
could.
just feel like it's the place to go, you know? It's like a really cool place that we should go to with this fruit. But yeah, let's go. Let's go inside, shall we? Well, would you carry it for me?
Carry
Yeah, but
it for you or carry it with you?
with me. Excuse
I'd
me.
rather carry it for you, to be honest.
All right, you
Would you let me?
do that. Yes.
I take it.
All right, you take it.
And I'll hold it, what I assume must be 10 feet in the air, just over my head,
Yeah.
because I'm 7'3".
Hold on, I accidentally played my overly dramatic playlist. Trying to think of one that would be good for this situation. Guess we'll just go to this one. All right. So the two of you head back inside. 1 second.
Well, hello, Sir Colvin. Lily.
So, all right. So y'all return inside. All right. So inside, we left off with him saying, I don't remember exactly. Oh, I think he said, "What do you want me to say?" I don't remember if there was any more conversation after that.
Yeah, they asked him who he was, why he was disguising himself.
Oh yeah, right.
So-
Sorry, there was a whole story. Yeah. He did say all that.
So wait, are we not in turn order anymore?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay. I question whether or not this guy is telling the truth, so I immediately try to cast a zone of truth over him.
Okay. So that's
A second level spell, and
if you
that
cast
is-
it, it should drop a thing on it.
centered on him.
Yeah, so that would affect core as well, but
Right.
Oh.
Core, don't lie.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
This is
But-
what I say. I say, oh wait. Oh, 10 who succeeded. Never mind.
Everyone succeeded.
Everyone
Yep.
succeeded.
Yikes.
and you do know that he succeeded. That's in the spell description.
Right. I curse under my breath and I say, no, I need the truth if my story is going to be complete.
Damn it.
What, you don't believe what I said?
Not one bit.
How do I know you're not working with this bandit?
Do I look
Because-
like a bandit to you?
Kinda.
How do we know you're not working with those bandits? No offense.
Well, I guess we're at an impasse then, but what you gonna do about it?
Well, we could take the fruit back to Yudaman.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
That's a possible
Oh.
solution.
Maybe
You could
I
also
can.
search the
We're on the same
premises.
wavelength here.
I hold the fruit even higher.
Careful with that. That's the last one.
Why? I point to Love. Why is he so? That's not my accent. Why is he so hell bent on bringing the fruit back to the village?
I mean, he clearly sees my side of things, unlike the rest of you, and he knows how important it is that
Let's not be
the
too hasty.
Gias Council has an excellent meal.
To be fair, I see their side of things. But I believe this is a great suggestion on your part.
Ah, excellent. So you'll be joining us then.
Yeah, I suppose. If you take it back. But, I mean, if I'm gone and the bandits get here, they're gonna find out that Tanu went to get help, and they're gonna go,
So,
they'll probably torch the place.
I have a question for you.
Mhm.
How did you know that they were bandits when only a few minutes ago you were so surprised to see all of the workers dead?
So, when the bandits came, me and Tanu were hiding upstairs, and we heard shouting and fighting. So, and
So your first instinct after we arrived was to just freely open the door and just ask what's going on.
I mean, that was like an hour ago. I mean, I assumed we could see through the back window that the bandits were gone, and y'all didn't.
And you
Look
still
like
chose
bandits.
not to leave.
I mean, if they get back, then
The only person who made it back to Udamanyu was nearly falling over in despair at what had happened.
wait. Who are you
And it
talking
wasn't Tanu.
about? And who was it?
A man named Jiknu.
And he's the one who told y'all to come here?
Yes. Do you know such a man?
No. I wonder if he's working with the bandits and maybe they brought y'all here so they could ambush you. Oh, you better
He's
go now.
lying.
He
He's
is.
lying.
Yes. Yes, he is. You seem to be under the impression that we just happened to stumble on this farm for no reason. We were sent here by the person who ordered the Eochora. And I happen to work directly under that person.
Okay, so
It's obvious that we found you out. You might as well tell the truth now. Maybe we'll go easy on you.
at this uh one sec.
Um, I'm gonna cast friends.
On him?
Yeah,
Okay. Then yeah, you do so.
and
So that's go ahead and cast it.
okay,
So you need to target him, and then
okay. Target
oh, you are
option.
Option click. Yeah.
okay. So
Did
oh,
I
so
do it?
there's no saving
It says
throws.
game pause.
Oh, whoops, my bad. I hit the space bar by accident. Um. Okay, so actually that doesn't
Right.
and you're concentrating on that. But like you kind of subtly cast a spell, and he's not really paying attention to that. Trying to think what would happen. Actually, all right. So what do you do after casting that? Do you say anything? So that gives you advantage on charisma checks.
Right. I would. I think I would say. I'm sure we could clear this up once we return to Utamanyu. Why don't you return with us and you can explain your story?
All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage.
I'll get better at this. Okay.
Can I like whisper something over to one moment. To Takara?
Good, not great.
Um, I'd say it would be he would make a perception check, and if he or it would be against his passive perception. Or how would that work? Yeah, I'll roll a perception check for him because there should be some dice involved. But it's against like basically he would need a 10 or better, I would guess. Because it's like you whisper, you don't. So do you want to take that risk?
Can I get some help since I'm still hiding behind the table? And he's like on the stairs a bit?
I mean, he's been talking to Tokara,
Oh.
so he's like facing towards Tokara.
He also
Okay.
did hear you speak earlier.
Like he knows you're there. So it's like he saw you kind of like lean over to Takara's ear or something. I mean, for him to overhear it, I would say he would need at least a 17, maybe. But like 10 to notice that you're whispering.
I would go for it.
Okay. So I will roll that. He doesn't even notice. So yeah, go ahead and whisper a sentence or two to Tokara.
I think he's trying to hide something on the orchard. Someone should investigate.
I'd agree. I will stay. Keep him in check. You go. Unless you want me to come with you.
I'll go.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look for a nice high shelf I can store this fruit on.
Well, given that this is the home of halflings, you're barely.
I will.
It's bigger than most halfling homes because they do have, human and elven employees, and you see this big machine at the back that seems to be for like processing fruit and stuff. But definitely nothing that's gonna be like. So the ceilings are probably like 8 feet high, which is
Oh.
rough for you. Yeah.
Oh.
But everything inside is like reachable by a halfling.
Okay. I will keep hold of it.
Okay. And he says, "All right. So, sorry. Lau, what did you try to persuade him to do again? Because he hasn't responded.
To come with us
He
peacefully.
says, "Sorry, but I mean, I've given my reasons. I'd be better if I stayed here."
I try to cast Zone of Truth. Actually, no. I take that back. Instead, I'm going to try to charm him.
With a spell or
Yeah, with charm.
Oh.
Let's see.
okay. Oh wait. Okay. Well, okay, he failed. I'll use that roll. So he is charmed by you. Whoop. Cat sat on the keyboard and moved you around. Ah.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to walk up to him
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Look, Tanu, I know that you've been through a lot with these bandits and everything, but why don't you go ahead and tell me what really happened?"
roll roll persuasion with advantage. So he says, man, it's been a day. What was your name?
Oh, I'm Sorkovan. I'm just here taking a part of this little expedition to your orchard.
Yeah, man, Sorkova. These folks have been tough, but I think you get me. Well, look, I mean, you know what a man's got to do to survive, and
Oh, absolutely. Life is
you
very
know
important.
when when a boss tells you to do something, you just got to do it because that's your only source of income, and
I
actually,
too am a member of an organization. I know exactly what you mean. I'm sorry, continue.
And his voice kind of changes in a way, and he says, I'm excited to one day become a abomination or even an anathema, but for now, I'm trying to do my part as a Malison. And he's just rambling off these terms that you don't understand. But he says, and I never thought assassinating a member of the Jayas Council would be part of our plan, but you know all the stuff that they've done. You know that, you know, I can't say no to an anathema. You understand.
Right. Absolutely. Yes, yes. Those anathemas, they're just so convincing.
So that's why we gotta get that fruit, the one that I
The
put the
red Uchina? That's
Yeah,
the key to all this.
of course. I mean, after we destroyed all the other fruits and poisoned that one, should be easy enough to take out the. They didn't tell me which member of the Jayas it's for, but
I try to catch Core's eyes and make a little stabby motion.
Yes, the universal sign.
roll sleight of hand.
Okay. I will give it a shot.
Oh, sleight of hand. A dexterity check.
I just try to hide it behind my hand. All right.
If anyone's still watching the stream, just know that Torkara has a -3 dexterity modifier.
Yikes. All right. Let's go for it. Yikes. 6.
Positive. It's positive this time. Let's go.
Tanu looks at you and kind of like he's still in the same space, but he takes a step away from Core, and any sort of surprise you might have would have.
I do this when I was like, I go.
Yeah. So I might have given you advantage on a surprise check. Oh, I see Lily's just wandering around down there. Lily, do you want to make an investigation check for me, or is there anywhere in particular you're looking around?
I'm just looking through doorways and just peeking in,
Okay.
trying to find anything sus because I haven't heard any of this conversation.
Roll investigation for me.
Let's go. Let's see. What did I roll?
Ooh, okay. So looking around this area of the orchard, you find a couple of things. So on the back of this building, around here, if you see that ping, there's a rock on the ground, like next to it, and you notice a piece of paper underneath the rock. Let's see. And let's see, it is written in Sharin, which you speak. So if you go to the journal tab,
Oh, yes.
I will give you that in a second. The other thing you notice is that underneath several of the crates in that shed you were just in, there is a false floorboard that you kind of lift up, and you see that there's like a locked trapdoor there.
Only we had a rogue.
Well, all right. So you are. All right. You should be able to see
I have
it now
these tools.
in the.
Hastily scrawled note. Yes.
Yeah. So if you click on that, you should be able to read it. Oh, and I will say the last word in that, which is in all caps, is like drawn in big letters, kind of like. Yeah. Like someone who had really bad handwriting drew, and the letters are like inches big. All right. So then that's what we find. Sorry, where do we leave off with the people inside?
Stabby stabby.
I want to step out of the building.
You do so?
I'm just gonna mosey out.
Oh, sorry. The fruit, by the way, is in. I didn't move that. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, okay. So you step out.
And take out a copper wire and speak into it. And actually, I can't because I have to point to someone I can see. So I don't do that.
Wait.
Oh, within range?
Yeah, you don't need to see the creature.
Really? Okay.
You can cast this spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Speaking to the wire, and I say, little. Hold on, I gotta find her name.
We'll get there. We'll get there. How long did it take you to remember Inanna?
Lilivita, darling, the man is a charlatan. Planned to kill a member of the Caldori Council. What kind of council? was it?
The Jayeth Council.
The Jayeth's Council. Using the fruit. Just for you to know.
You are still under the effects of the suggestion, but everything you said still applies as well.
How does that work?
Well, he's like, it's poison.
Still-
We should take it to them, but it is poison.
Yeah,
right.
basically.
I still believe that. I don't know. Just something. I just feel compelled to bring it there. Regardless. I don't know. I think it would be fun. A good trip.
He has a message. Is that what he did?
You can respond to
Yeah.
this message.
Okay. Oh, I can.
Can I? Can they?
Um.
Or is it
Oh,
sending?
wait, no. What?
Is
Wait,
it
I think
sending?
have I been lied
both
to
can.
all of Critical Role Campaign 2? Okay, so one of the characters in Critical Role, his thing is that he casts message, and every time he ends it with, you can respond to this message. But I don't see in
Target
the...
and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Oh, okay. I missed that. I was looking at like the end of the spell. That makes sense. All right, yeah. So you
Wait,
can...
they can reply?
Yes.
Yes, I can reply.
Okay. You can reply to this message.
Good to know. I found a locked trapdoor in this side shed I need help opening. Can you tell someone to
you
break
right?
it over here?
I might have the tools for the job. Do you want me to come alone or bring the others?
You think you can open it, then why not?
Alright, I'll try to find her.
I will stand outside of this supposed shed.
As I'm walking, I want to whisper a message to Sorkoven. Okay. Heading over to our dear friend Lila Vita. She found a trapdoor. Stay tuned. I think it would be fun to bring the fruit over to Unimanu. I don't know why. Oh my goodness. Alright. Oh, you can reply to this message.
All right, so he said those things inside. Or sorry, if you wanted to reply, Sorko.
Joe's got his spells. I've got his backstory.
I would say, Love, I know you'll be able to get through the trapdoor, but as for the red Eochora, I found out it's spoiled. It's no good. We can't bring it.
You gotta bring it.
I just ignore it and I keep going.
Okay. All right, so back inside. So he kind of mentioned the things about that. Stabby motion. He stepped away. What are y'all doing?
I look at Core with wide eyes. No hand motions.
Yes, well, listen, Sir Colvin, you know who else would love to hear everything that's been going on? Our good friend Thorum. Perhaps we should go back and inform him of all this with this fellow.
Just don't mention the poison in the fruit, right? You're still going to have him cook it up.
Absolutely, friend. I understand the utmost importance of your quest in poisoning someone from the Jayeth Council. Where was that Eochora, anyway? And I look around for it.
Torkar is holding it above her.
Look, my good friend Turkara. She's gonna hold it for us and bring it all the way back to Udamanu. Just look at how strong and capable she is. Nothing will happen to the Eochora.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Ah.
Well, Sir Cloven, if you trust her, then I trust her.
Alright, Core, I think everything's in order. This is
Although-
exactly as I planned it to be.
I really should stay here if some of the purebloods are coming in a couple hours, and they'll be concerned if I'm not here. I mean, my job
Well,
was to make sure that the Eochora gets handed off to whoever comes for it, so if that's
how
you, then
many of these purebloods will be here exactly?
we have a couple back at the camp. I'm not sure. They usually have I don't know, 2 to 5 or so on the patrol.
Hmm.
Usually a snake or two with them.
Ask him where the camp is. Ask him.
And where might that camp be? We could meet them halfway. Tell them the job was done early.
Persuasion with advantage. Although I don't even know why I bother. Still, bards, man. Um, actually, no. He says, yeah, if you travel northward through the jungle, you'll cross the river and then pass between a valley. Watch out for the Zakudi, and then about 15 minutes or so north of that valley, you'll find the camp. It's a ruined outpost that we've kind of set up some walls with some scrap wood we found as basic barricades, but you know, serving us pretty well. And just having this outpost here in Sharoner, has given us a lot of opportunities. Maybe you can help us out with some of them one day.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just such a go-getter. Every organization I come across, I have to be a part. Well, what are we waiting for, ladies and gentlemen? We need to take Tanu back to his camp.
Yes, I agree. We should head out immediately.
I, I mean, I really am supposed to get that Yachini. If Torkara is bringing it to Udamanyu, I can take you to the camp, and we can let them know that everything's all set up.
Oh, well, don't worry about Turkara. She is definitely going to bring the Red Yichini to Udamanyu.
Yeah, you kind of are. Well,
Without a doubt.
this would actually be a deception check, but still with advantage.
Can I add to that deception? Assist, basically, by saying something like, "Oh, I will definitely do that."
I mean, you could help the ability check, but that would just give it advantage, which it already has.
Super advantage, mayhaps. Triple advantage.
No.
Hmm,
Who want a
dang.
half advantage?
I'm not that kind of DM.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, he says, all right, well, let's get moving then if we want to get there before nightfall.
So Law of the trapdoor is over here.
Yep.
Over here, alright. See.
Yeah, so she shows you how if you push a crate aside and lift up some floorboards, there's a trapdoor with a lock on it.
Alright. Okay. Well, take out my thieves' tools, finagle with them, try to open it up. Is there a lock?
Yes, there's a lock.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's see. Let me check one thing. All right, so technically you don't have thieves tools in your inventory, but I think it makes sense that your character would have them, so I'll go ahead and give you some.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, because you know how to use them, so.
Okay.
All right, let me add that to your character sheet real quick. Items. Yep. All right, so they're in your inventory now. So the way this would work is it would be a dexterity check plus your proficiency bonus. So if you're proficient in any of the dexterity skills, like yeah, just you could just roll stealth and it would be the same modifier. Yeah, so I mean, you've broken lots of locks in your time, and you get in there and start fiddling, but so it's like you're so close, but you just can't get it. It's a
Oh.
pretty well made lock.
I'm close. I just can't get it.
But
I just remembered.
make an investigation check for me.
Can I cast guidance on Lov?
Next time you have to say it before.
Yeah, can I cast it for his investigation check?
Sure. Yeah. So the way I want to do that going forward is you would have to. I'm trying to decide. Probably, I would say you would have to tell me you're casting it before I ask for a dice roll.
Okay.
If that proves too much hassle, then we can change it, but we'll see how that works. All right, so make an investigation check.
That'd be plus a d4.
Yes, plus a d4. Because of guidance. Oof. Natural 20. So, handling this lock, though, you can tell that it has not been opened in some time, which leads you to think that it was locked by the people who actually own this place. And there might be something interesting to find within, but you don't think that whoever this Tanu guy is even knows that this trapdoor is here.
I relay that as well.
Cool. Well, what are the two of y'all doing now?
I'm trying to remove concentration.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. I'm gonna head back then.
Okay.
Perhaps we could carry that fruit over to Yuramanyu.
I
Don't want
I
it
get
going
I get
stale.
a sigh and I just keep walking out the door.
All right. So at this point, so are y'all heading to his camp now? Because he'll start leading you there if that's what you want to do.
I'm sorry. You guys answer first.
I was gonna wait to see what Lilavati wanted to do.
We need to report this to the authorities at Udamanu first.
Okay, what about?
This isn't something we can hold off on.
Are you in the room? Lilavati, are you in the room with the rest of us now?
Outside,
Okay.
like right out the door.
I say, Lilavati, why? That was Italian. Why don't you and I take this fruit to the city, and the rest can go with Tanu back to the camp?
Are you saying you want to split the party?
No, I'm not. I just think that we should briefly take this away to the city for reasons, and then
Can
meet
I-
back up with the party.
Can I see if Takara is trying to insinuate something different than what she's saying?
Roll insight. You pick up something.
Okay.
I'll say whatever Kevin thinks is happening is likely what Lilavati thinks.
Okay.
I, for one, think it's a very clever idea to bring the fruit back to Yuramanyu. I second the notion.
And you can come too.
Of course. I have to.
And you will.
Does the spell last?
8 hours.
Oh my god.
Or we could just.
Or it's just someone could slap him on the ass.
Yeah.
All right. Core and Storkoven, what are y'all doing? Sounds like everyone else wants to go back to Udamani.
I say, Core, would you do me a favor and grab our friend Tanu?
Oh, well, most certainly. And I'm going to pick up his bow and do such.
What exactly do you do? In addition to picking up the bow. Or...
When you say grab, you mean just like
How does Core
lead out, or this is Liam talking to Taylor. When you said grab, what were you insinuating?
I guess you could. Well, how about this? We walk out with Lilavati and start heading towards Udamyanyu. But if he starts to realize that we're not heading towards the camp, then I'll say something.
Okay.
But otherwise, let's just lead him out.
Okay. Core is going to do just that.
Telepathic communication.
All right. Let's start heading to the camp.
Okay. And he'll kind of try to take lead as best you let him. And heading out. Let's see. Let me check one thing. All right. So he'll lead you all like towards the front gate.
Can I do a quick run inside and check upstairs?
Sure. So there's no map upstairs, but yeah. So upstairs is like it's much smaller than the first floor. It's just a small bedroom. And you see a couple of toy soldiers, a yo-yo, and a rocking horse. Yeah. And as Tanu reaches the gate, all right. So are the rest of y'all?
Did we bring the fruit?
Kurtara has it.
Okay.
Are y'all moving up with the rest of the party to the gate, or hanging out inside?
I'm following.
Kurtara and.
So who the hell is Cortara?
Am I saying it wrong? Tokara.
You
Yes,
earned those
wow.
syllables
Wow.
I did.
in that order.
Earn them. It's Turkara.
Turkara. I
T.
said it right,
It's
like
pronounced
Tur. Tur. Like Tur.
according to Google Translate.
All right, Turkara, are you heading out with them? Hanging out where you're at?
Yes.
Okay. If you want to move.
I will follow with the fruit.
All right, I'll just bring you over. Alrighty. So as he reaches the gate, he points upstream this way and says, "All right, we'll need to head this way. We follow the stream for a little while." And then as you look to see where he's pointing, you see coming from just past the tree line 3 humanoids with these like purple robes and scaly features, and a large snake behind them, much bigger than the one you saw before. Um, and Tanu says, "Ah, see, these are the purebloods I was mentioning. Hey, these are my new friends." And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh my gosh.
Ah! Guys, we're screwed. Can't- That snake almost killed. Well, took off like a third of my health in one hit.
Poison.
This one's bigger.
This one's bigger.
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake.
Oh wait, I should show chat what y'all can see now. I forgot to move it. Yep.
Thank you, DM.
I hope y'all enjoyed.
Yeah.
Very much.
Cool. So I don't know if anyone's still here in chat, but we'll be here 2 weeks from now. So hold on to your butts.
I am. I don't want that snake getting up there, you know?
Perpetually.
All right. Thanks for watching,
Always, fucker.
everyone. The first episode of the Secret Swords. Plenty more adventure to come. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.